Hey there, guys. Welcome to another Pixelmon episode. This is episode 4, but it's not going to be called that. This is not the end of the series, but it's more the the main bit of the series. As you can see up in the top right just now, we are on day 30 at 8 a.m. It is a fresh new day. My goal today is to reach day 130 and see how much we can progress in that time. Right now in our party, you can see we've got level 80s across the board. We don't have a great team. I still don't know how to evolve Haunter. That's kind of becoming a little bit of a joke. So I do have some goals that we're going to go through today. Some things that I kind of want to, by the end of the 100 days, have, completed. So we do have some things that I want to complete at the end of the 100 days. We obviously want to reach it. We want to have certain Pokemon have visited certain heights, attained different items. So that's kind of the goal of today. There's a Mega Ampharos. That's something we could add. We should get a Mega Pokemon. Oh, I'm healing. That's an accident. Well, that's going to take a second. Hey guys, so getting into our list, obviously I had to create a small document highlighting what I was actually going to do in the 100 days, otherwise I would lose track and I would have hours of just footage of doing nothing, which is basically what I had, except sprinkled throughout there were some completions of some tasks. These are in no particular order, and I didn't set out to find them in the order that I'm going to present them to you. Keep it a little bit of a surprise. I've left them kind of open ended. Obviously, I know now what I did, but at the time, I had some wiggle room. You guys are going to have some wiggle room. Let's get into it. At number 1, we have find a false swipe Pokemon or a Pokemon that can learn false swipe for the team. Number 2, get a level 100 team, level 100 Pokemon, all good. Number 3, catch a legendary Pokemon. We had only caught Shaman, I believe, at the time of recording the first part. So it would have been cool to have another legendary in the team. Next up was complete some legendary quests. Now, the legendary quests throughout Pixelmon are like the Articuno Shrines, the Arceus Realm, the Giratina Red Chain, all these kind of quests. Just find and throughout the world, just complete some of these. Next up was catch and clone a Mew. So that required finding a jungle. We'll get around to that. Next up, I wanted to go to the Nether and the end. Then we have some miscellaneous kind of find fetch quests that I really wanted to do. I wanted to find a fossil Pokemon, and I wanted to catch a Riolu, as it is the only Jackal themed Pokemon, at least I'm thinking of off the top of my head. So I wanted to get a Lucario at some point. Also, I love Lucario, he's pretty cool. So without further ado, those are my kind of substandards that I had going in. Let's see how I got on. Okay, guys, so I have managed to touch down in a dark oak forest. I believe it's dark oak. Let's find out. Oh, I forgot I've got tree captator on. All right, this is going to take a second. Oh. We have we have Xerneas somewhere. And it'll be somewhere around here. Um Geez. Let's see if I can find Xerneas. I have kind of realized that I can't really battle anything because I don't have the whole point of getting Shroomish, of finding a Shroomish, is so that we can get ourselves a Breloom that can false swipe other Pokemon, and therefore makes everything easier to catch. So I'm just gonna look around, and as you can see, it's day 30. It's getting on until nighttime, so we'll have to sleep soon, and then I'll probably just come back once we found it, and I can tell you how many days that took. Okay, we've run into a little bit of a predicament. We have a Xerneas here, but I don't want to waste too many Pokeballs on it. Did that even hit it? That did. I wonder what the I assume the catch rate is terrible. Did I just How do I can't keep getting away with this. I've just caught Xerneas. Literally one of the objectives was to catch a legendary, and we've done it after day 1. Oh, please tell me I'm recording this. What is going on? It was just a fastball. I swear I mean, now it looks like the catch, like I've not even manipulated the settings. That's like the weirdest part. Like, I'm not even like trying. I'm not even trying. Why is everything going so well apart from finding a shroomish? I've spent a whole day in a forest and I catch a legendary. All right, we found it. We've found it. We've found it. After almost 2 days, we've managed to get a hold of a shroomish. All right. I don't have anything that can weaken it, which I didn't really realize until it was already too late. So I've got to just kind of hope that this Ultra Ball. And there we go. That is task 1 complete. We need to get home so we can level this boy up and evolve him. But we can also check out Xerneas while we're there. So without further ado, let's get out of this hellhole of a forest. I cannot believe that we managed to catch Xerneas just so easily. I also think that we may as well swap out our bed for a proper red coloring, since our house is pretty red as it is. Right, on to the next task. We have to evolve this thing and get false swipe for it, I suppose, and then we want to go find ourselves a Riolu at some point. So let's evolve it. I can already see some contenders here in the grass. Do we have our EXP? Oh, we do indeed. And after killing one Miltank, our Shroomish is evolving. What is that over to the? Oh, that's the gym. I think it looks like there's some Pokemon like on the gym. It could just be the trainers though that are showing up. We should attempt to beat the gym at some point. There's our Breloom, level 24. We just need to get you up to like level 100, and then you'll be formidable. All right, let's keep going. Let's fight some stuff. Oh wow! So I decided to fight this Mega Pinsir, and I've realized that Flare Blitz is actually gonna kill it. So that has leveled up Breloom quite a lot. Okay, and we might actually get a Mega Stone for this. Sky Uppercut is really good. Let's get rid of Mach Punch. Entei has spawned. Okay, we've got an EXP All and Pinsirite. Now we get to choose our keystone. I personally prefer the bracelet to the other two. But yeah, so now yeah, look, it's on our wrist. We go into F5. We have our Mega Bracelet. That is pretty cool. Time to collect the Mega Stones, I suppose. What on our team can Mega evolve? If we see any more Pinsers, Embor's an absolute unit for taking out them. Live. Oh! We did it! And we got some things that I've never seen before. All right, first of all, Ampharosite. What is Orb? What does Orb do? Is Orb special? I do not know. I will have to research Orb extensively. But do not worry, Orb will return in this 100 days. Orb will return. It might be worth it now to just kill all of the Mega Ampharos that seem to be spawning. And get our I mean, we've got a pink Mega Ampharos of our own. So let's Mega Evolve, shall we? Mega Evolution, Dragon Pulse. Oh, we're gonna see a Mega Evolve in live time. Oh, there's some fireworks going off. That's cool. So he's hit me. Let's see how hard I hit him. It wasn't very effective. Dragon Pulse does just about as much. He's like 30 levels higher than me. And Signal Beam has one-shot me. This is not good. All right, it was wishful thinking that we could just kill it, but I suppose we need a better strategy for taking down Ampharos than just the Hail Mary. So, after training up my Breloom for a little bit, I decided that I wanted to investigate the orb that I'd found after defeating Mega Ampharos. So I took to Google and I looked up how to use the orb, and it turned out the orb was for the legendary trio of birds, Moltres, Zapdos, and Articuno. I myself chose Articuno out of the three and found that I needed to combine the orb with an ice stone. So I set out looking for ice shards, but sadly, to no avail. After looking for the ice stone and having no success, we decided to venture into the Nether, as I needed to grind up some blaze powder for our Eyes of Ender later on anyway. It's also one of our quests to visit all of the dimensions in the Minecraft world. As you can see, we had a look around, see if we could find a fortress.
was not successful. We ended up battling a few new Pokemon. We battled some Ponyard, some Houndooms, all the ones that we can find in the Hell biome, which is what the Nether's known as. Furthermore, we also found a Heatran. I did go looking for it for a little while, but it was unsuccessful. I ended up patching up the area around the Nether portal and just heading home after a few days worth of grinding. And then I decided maybe we should try and level up our false swiper, but it didn't go to plan. It is just the start of day 50. So in total, I've been looking for like, I don't even know how many days. What day was it when we left? I think we're on day 20 now. I think we've just done like 10 days worth of searching. That took so long. So I did find a move tutor. He had not very many moves on him. So I just kept going. I kept going. I found a move tutor, didn't have moves. And then I found a move relearner in a village. And I spoke to him. And it turns out that my boy Breloom couldn't learn Spore. He couldn't relearn. I thought I'd accidentally missed out on the move Spore. So he couldn't relearn it. And I found out that you need a Shroomish to learn Spore before you can do anything. So I was a little bit stuck, and I went to press on the wiki and I reset the recording. So there's absolutely no footage of me finding this out. So I just figured I'd inform you now. So he couldn't learn Spore, so I kind of gave up on him. But Zangoose I picked up along the way. Before I went off, we picked up Zangoose, leveled him up to level 100 just in case. And I just relearned False Swipe on him because he never had it. So now we have a Zangoose with False Swipe. I'm going to get rid of Breloom just into the box. But it does mean that for the time being, that Zangoose here... How do I... Zangoose here. That's his moves. Also relearned some other moves, Close Combat, X Scissor, and Pursuit. So he's basically got a proper move set now. It didn't cost anything. I think I might have accidentally messed up my move relearner settings because it didn't cost anything. I don't know if it should have, but we moved. So anyway, that was all in that like 2 hour file that I've now lost. So it's a new day. I'm suffering from hay fever, and we move. So we have our false swiper. I can't remember what we were doing before. It's time to head to the Nether, I think, and we need. I mean, now we don't have Braylon. We've got a slot open. So we can get that Bisharp, get that next Pokemon, our Psychic type killer. What is that? It's an electric. Alright, let's get our Psychic type killer and let's move on. We needed to get some Ender Pearls in order to get to the end, because we definitely needed some Eyes of Ender. So while in the Nether, I made sure to kill plenty of fire types to get ourselves some Blaze Powder. I also went looking and caught ourselves a Bisharp. I also had a Ponyard, but I found a Bisharp and thought that would be way easier just to have one. As exploring around, I also ran into the Heatran that we found earlier, or that spawned earlier, and I decided, why not? Let's just throw some Dusk Balls at it. And in true spectacular fashion, as you can guess, we caught it. It was very easy, just like all the other legendary catches we've had. But so after that, we made ourselves some Eyes of Ender after a little bit of grinding with our Bisharp. And yeah, we head off towards the portal. You can see I'm just going to throw the eyes there and run away after them. But after traveling for a few thousand blocks, we'd ended up running into a few funny things. The level 100 trainer. Let's kill him. I missed. So after missing the trainer, we also decided just to kill him straight up. We defeated him quite easily, actually. I think Embor took out his whole team. And then, yeah, we decided just to move on because there was not much else going on at the time. A few megas here and there, but at this point, I wasn't really collecting the stones. So we headed off. We found this village. I ended up finding that the ender pearls were flying into the sea. So I did lose one or two of them, but we were down to our last one, and I decided, let's see how far out at sea this thing is. Turns out it was pretty far, a few thousand blocks out of the sea, and we ended up losing our last Eye of Ender. So I went back to make more, and a few days definitely passed. So now that we were out of ender pearls, I needed to go on an adventure to find some. So I knew that Ralt spawned in a birch forest, so I immediately started looking for one of those. I did find one, took about a few days, no Ralt spawned. We did have a few Mega Gardevoir, but not enough to kill, to successfully kill, should I say. So I also heard about these things called boss spawners. So I went back and investigated one of our old ruins that we found near our base in one of our previous episodes. And there was no boss spawner there, couldn't find it. So I went out looking. I knew that they spawned in swamps and that through right clicking them, you may be able to make certain boss types spawn. Although it could be very unreliable, but I figured it was better than standing, wasting hours of daylight in a birch forest. So we ended up finding another one of those towers a few thousand blocks away, and I was like, oh, let's go grab the loot from the top, let's kill some of these ghosts, see what they drop. Ghost drops are actually kind of broken in Pixelmon just now, so ghost Pokemon don't drop anything, so that was kind of annoying. But I ended up finding out that by digging around, these monuments are actually the spawners I was looking for. So I not at the time now digging out this, but I started digging around and I found this small purple block. So the small purple block can be right clicked on and you just type in the name of a Pokemon and the rarity that you want. If you only have one Pokemon in it, the rarity doesn't matter. Here's the purple block just now with a little white face on it. It acts as sort of a mob spawner, as we're going to see just now. I'm going to right click on it. So you can see in here we have Chandelure, Haunter, and all that. We can just delete those and add in a new Pokemon for ourselves, and it will spawn when the platform is big enough. So we had to set about reconstructing or constructing the platform just so that we could have things spawn. And I figured, why not spawn Ralts and get ourselves some Eyes of Ender to get to the end? So that's what I did. So after we broadened out the platform, as you can see, the boss Ralts started spawning. So I started killing them, and yeah, we got ourselves stacks upon stacks of ender pearls. Definitely the way to go. If you're gonna find items that are rare, this is definitely the way. It's not a bug. It's not. You don't have to go in creative mode. You can't spawn these things. They just spawn in the wild, and you could just right click them. So through a clever use of game mechanics, we could also spawn other Pokemon like Mewtwo or Rayquaza or anything else that we really wanted. So yeah, so I was having quite fun with that. And then I found out that through killing Ralts we could actually get Master Balls, which yeah, led to me catching a Rayquaza because I wasn't going to catch it with just the Ultra Balls we had. But yeah, we had the Master Ball. So after that, after watching all these Rayquaza flying about, I thought, let's go make our spawner back home a proper spawning platform for ourselves. So after we got there, we set about constructing the platform, making sure it all looked nice. From killing the bosses previously, though, we managed to get some pretty special drops.
Can I mine this and move it? So the cloning machine that we found requires Mew. We insert Mew, and I'm assuming we get Mew, Ditto, whatever. But now we have one in our base, which is pretty cool. So that's there now.
So we went back and finished ourselves our little spawning base, put down a healer, some chests, a bed, made sure that we could do it all, and I decided to start spawning Regigigas, purely for the iron, because I wanted to make us some beacons for our base, and I figured, what's a good little goal that we didn't have written down that we should accomplish? So many hours later.
So yeah, we've killed quite a few Reggies. It only took us like a day and a bit. It's a way to be day 64. I've been sleeping through the night since the spawner actually seems to work a little bit better during the day. It's also harder to see at night. The question is, where do we put our beacon?
Where do we put our beacon indeed? It was underneath the house was the final resting place I chose because I figured that we could actually have multiple beacons all together through a design that I don't know if it works in modern Minecraft, as we're saying. But back in 1.12, you could just stack iron against each other, so you could have one extra on each side and have 3 full beacons next to each other. So that was the plan I was going for. You may have also noticed as I was flying in that I did actually have the Orb of Souls in my inventory, which is used for spawning Articuno. So while at the spawner, I actually managed to spawn a Glaceon. Don't have any footage of it. I have no idea where that footage is gone. It was only about 20 seconds. And yeah, I managed to get myself an ice stone. So while I was killing all the Regigigas for these iron blocks, I managed to get myself an Orb of Souls and almost filled it up. So we'll probably see ourselves get that in the next few, maybe minutes, maybe days. So yeah, that's our second beacon in place. Now, all we need to do is go and find another star for our third, and we will have all 6 buffs. As you can see, 5 at the top rather than 3 allows us to get 3 full beacons. So without further ado, I was away killing some Ralts, trying to find this Nether Star. I got a few new Master Balls, but let's catch up with past Michael going on just now. But it is day 66. We have 2 Master Balls currently. We have been killing these cats for a good 20 minutes now. Still no star. As you can see, the orb is looking like 2/3 full. It's almost blue. So let's keep killing. Finally, I've finally got it. The third Nether Star. I just got it from a rare vault. Seems that all the other kinds of routes are just useless. I can't stop killing them now, though. I've only got like 90 more to go before we can get Articuno. And there we go. All 6 buffs. All 6. Let's throw this up there. There we go. 3 beacons. I'm now pretty much like impervious to damage. So during that, I managed to collect myself up some ender pearls and then go and make myself some more ender eyes. I then flew out to the sea and took a boat ride out. I then used my eyes of ender to locate the exact point of the ender pearl, the ender pearl, the ender portal, and then dug down, made a little thing, watched the sunset rise on day 40, I believe it was, then chopped my way down all the way to the portal, started exploring the caves down below. So another thing to note is, at this point, I did not believe the Ender Dragon to still be in the game. I completely thought that Pixelmon would remove the dragon, and it would just auto-complete the end. So I didn't come prepared at all. I had a regular diamond axe and my armor. So after we filled in the portal, blocked up the lava underneath, and jumped in, I was kind of rudely awakened by what was inside. But that's for you to see. Well, suppose there's only one thing for it. There's an Ender Dragon. There's an Ender Dragon. Right, the dragon is here. There's no way home unless we kill it. This is an issue. But I do have Pokemon. Problem. Big problem. Did not expect this. At least we have Pidgeot. We can fly. These things don't hurt. Well, I don't know why I take so little damage. Right, we've already killed that one. Alright. 1 or 2 hits left, and then we're we're out of here. Had to be day 69. We had to kill the dragon on day 69, you know? This was not planned. I'm back here, come on. We did it! I was not expecting the dragon to be here. Alright, well, I suppose now we can go to end cities than that. I mean, we've been to the end. I expected there to be more diverse Pokemon other than just Absol. It's literally just Absol and Lunatone and Solrock. And with that, we've spawned back at the spawner. And the end has been defeated. The Ender Dragon was killed by my very own axe. So, inside of the base, I decided to make my own little enchanting area / library. It ended up taking up quite a lot of space because I wanted it to actually look nice.
So I ended up getting rid of some of the furnaces that were at the back. I moved everything forward, including the cloning chamber and the big super smelter. But yeah, I think it turned out nice. But let's move on to filling up this Articuno orb and finishing a legendary quest. I do not like this Riolu. I want to find my own Riolu, not one that I've spawned. I would delete the Rayquaza as well, but you know, I like Rayquaza, so we're keeping it. Alright, time to fill up this orb. I think the orb will be finished. Yep, orb is full. Okay, let's heal up, get ourselves our proper party, and let's head off to get this Articuno. We do have an ultra wormhole, but I'm not going to go through it purely because we have arrived at the Articuno shrine. I have no idea how this works, but this completes like a legendary a legendary quest. So I mean, I assume that is that should definitely be, if Xerneas didn't count and Rayquaza didn't count, this will definitely count for a legendary caught. And there we go. Articuno's oh, we should have had Zangus at the front of the party. It's only level 70. That does do some damage though. Let's false swipe. Waiting. And there we go. We caught Articuno. Frozen chicken dinner. He's in the PC. Let's go and have a look at him. And that is at least one of our quests fully complete. And here is our Articuno in that Master Ball. There he is. Can we fly on him? We can. Oh, and he flies very quickly. Look at that. We may have just found our replacement for Pidgeot. Oh, did he just die? Oh, that killed him. I suppose he was only on 1 HP. Do we have a healer in here? Don't. That's fine. Oh my days. Alright, so in this one picture, we have found our temple, and we've also found what looks to be an Omega legendary boss. How do we kill this thing? I'm assuming Embor with some fighting type attacks is going to do bits. One shot. Oh my, that is a powerful boy. I did not know how to kill you. We may actually need like Mega Kyogre to deal with him. Right, anyway, let's move away from Groudon because he scares me, and let's go to this temple. I forgot to do in the video was explain why I was at this desert temple. Basically, Riolu can only spawn indoors in a desert. It was what at least I thought, and from the research I did, that was what I came up with. I actually think now that Riolu spawns in Desert Hills and Desert M. So yeah, about 10 days wasted looking for this thing. But I explain all that afterwards. I did try for ages because Riolu, it did say, could only spawn at dusk or dawn. So I spent many days just standing still next to the desert temple, hoping for something to spawn. And well, you'll see what happened. As you'll see, this shiny Mega Garchomp here, you might also see in the top right hand corner, I have done around, let's say, I think it was like 8 dawns and dusks, and not had a single Riolu spawn in this pyramid. I don't know what to do because I don't want to spend another another like, oh jeez, another like 8 dawns and dusks doing this. What do I do? So I'm thinking that we do just go and spawn one, and we just make that our, because you know we've been here. Like I've been here for so long. What do you want from me? I have other things I need to do in this world, and I know that you know it might be a little bit cheaty, or it might be a little bit, but I've got an idea. We'll basically start it out at level 1, and we'll train it from level 1, and that'll be a way to handicap ourselves. So let's go get one of those. We tried, and we failed. So, can I zoom in? Oh, I can. We tried, and it did not work. So let's go back to home base, and we will see what we can spawn. Let's go. All right, let's throw an Ultra Ball at our Riolu. Wow, that took So long, so much hardship. Okay, turn this thing off now. Okay, that is us over halfway through. We are on day 87 of 130. We are gonna level up our Riolu. It's a male. I mean, it doesn't really matter. We need to find Lucario Knight at some point to get a Mega Lucario. That'd be pretty cool. If only the only thing is it might only spawn in the same places as the other ones, but you know, we can have a look elsewhere. As the sun rises on day 90, we are officially, what is that? 60 days in? 60 days in? That's cool. Only 40 left to go. Um, we are just over halfway, and I feel like we have finished a lot of our objectives already. So I'm going to do some little things on the side. Number one, I do want to make this place look a little bit nicer. I do think that maybe spending some time just building around here, making this a nice environment, maybe spend like 10 days on that, beautifying it. Secondly, we got that fossil that I want to have a look at. We do need to make our fossil cleaner and then revive our fossil. So let's do that just now. Actually, let's go make a fossil cleaner. So again, I had to try and pinpoint a certain drop, and I realistically should have written down times I had them in the recordings. But when I was beating the rare Ralts bosses, a covered fossil also dropped. So that was another one of the tasks, I believe, was to find and cure a fossil. So yeah, so kind of off camera for the for the ice stone and the covered fossil, and I have raked through hours of footage. I had about 20 something hours of just Pixelmon footage, and I've watched all of it, and I just couldn't find it. It was just like a flash image. I didn't even speak about it. There was no audio highlighting that I'd even got on it. But yeah. So we got the covered fossil. It's currently being cleaned, and then we'll have a look at what it comes out as. After a short while later, it looks like we have our dome fossil, which I believe is Cranados, Rampardos. I can't remember. But I thought we would need more of black concrete, but seems like we just need it for that. All right, let's get to work making a full fossil machine. And there we have our fossil machine. That did not take us long to make at all. Let's fire this into the corner. And fire. Oh, it's Kabuto. So it's going to be Kabuto. So I don't know how long this takes as 1%, maybe like a second per percent, a few seconds per percent. All right, let's just cut to when this is ready then, and let's get Kabuto on our team. Cool. All right, let's evolve these guys. We've got ourselves a fossil Pokemon. I do believe that was one of our objectives as well. So there we go. All right, let's go level them up. So looking at what I've been doing so far, I've kind of created like this grass kind of border around the place, going for a very kind of like natural look. That's the nether portal there, connecting up with our paddock. And then I do have some ideas for something out here, but we will get round to that in a minute. Let's keep going with this path. Oh, and just like that, on our unfinished path, another complete objective. We've gotten ourselves a Lucario. We do need to get a Mega Lucario at some point, but I do have an idea about how we can do that. Sweet! Here's our Lucario. Hey, bro. Nice to meet you too. Oh, you've got like a little aura sphere. That's kind of cool, actually. Right, let's return you to the Pokeball. Very good. All right, let's keep going with this. So after some collection of flowers, we have got ourselves some flower beds here. Hopefully the grass will spread and make this all nice. I've decided I need some more of these pink flowers. I've decided to put them along the backs of these so that they kind of stick out. I had some sunflowers, but obviously they only ever face the sun or the direction the sun's going. So I wonder if I place a sunflower now facing this way. No, it still faces that way. You should be pointing at the sun. So I had to go and collect tons of sand and gravel for the concrete. I also had to get some red dye and some black dye, which I got from Pokemon drops and red flowers. Overall, it turned out quite nice. I like the way it looks around the back. I've dotted in a couple trees, some good lighting, and yeah, I'm excited to see what you guys think of it. But I thought it was a cool color combination. It matches our inside floor very nicely. The white I needed to use as the outline. It also kind of looks like a basketball court, which I kind of like. All we've got left to do is decorate around the outside of it, maybe adding some flowers, some trees, that kind of idea. And then we're done beautifying. So hopefully in the next few days we can get that done. But let's finish off this back portion and then we'll get started again on the front. So now that we've added in some of our supports for the lighting and the side seats lighting, all we've got to do is finish up these two little gardens I want to make off the side of the pitch and round the front. So let's get into that. Okay, guys, so I'm almost finished the base at this point. We've got so many Mega Amphiroses dotted around the outside. I decided to go for this kind of like randomized palette of like powder, stone, gravel, and that on the outsides. This place is looking great. All the lighting details. I don't really love the texture of glowstone, but there's not much else in 1.12 that I can use. Of course, Shaman spawning in. He's spawning in all the time. So this is the little battle bit at the back of the house. Our bed is now in the middle of the room. All nice in the house. Our eggs still sitting there. Then we come outside into this nice path that I made as well. It splits off towards the portal and towards the apricorn farm. I've also made these little seating plateaus with some umbrellas just to sit and chill. They've obviously got glowstone on the floor because not much lighting. But yeah, I hope you like it. I am planning on putting some more flowers around the back of the house just now, and then just dotting some trees around, and then we'll get a proper look at the finished product. So I'll go do that. So as we can see now, walking in with the big map in the corner. We'll minimize that for the time being. We have our trees over there, trees over there. Nice front paddock with some flowers scattered around. Very flower heavy on the sides. Looks very nice. My hay fever would definitely be saying no. And the beacon's rising through the sun. As you can see on the map, you can see that we've got our stadium, all the trees around the outside. And yeah, that's basically base complete, guys. We've managed to finish it. It's only day 107 of the server, day 77 of the video. So basically, now we have a few jobs to do. Number one, I managed to get this Mew cloning chamber. Now, this is a way to get Ditto, but also a way to get Mewtwo. We need to try and find a jungle in order to get Mew. Also, we did manage to find the Arceus ruins a little while ago. So I'm thinking that we get the red chain and go out, and our last battle of these 100 days will be with the Pokemon God himself. Okay, guys, so we have traveled to Jungle M. It is now day 111. It has taken me 3 days to get here from the base. As you can see, I don't even know how far away we are. Good few thousand blocks. Basically, what I did was I typed in the seed. Here it is for you. Into the jungle locator because I couldn't find it, and we have a Mew. Just as I'm saying that, we have the reason we've come here. Let's find ourselves a Mew. So looking at the map, we have a few dots. Let's see if we can get down safely and find ourselves that Mew. Here he is. Okay, so he's a psychic type, meaning that we can still use. We should probably lead with Ampharos. So let's start this. Here's our Mew. Could be one ball. Could be. Could be one ball. Could be one ball. Look at that. Captured Mew. Lucario's leveling up. All right, let's get back to base and see if we can clone this thing. That only took 3 days. I can't believe it. All right, he's back at base anyway. All right, let's head off. So, considering our Mew, I don't know if we just... Oh, there we go. Insert catalyst. Needs a block of diamond, a block of gold, and a block of iron. Bang, bang, bang. 3 blocks of diamonds. Let's get another Mewtwo. Let's go. Let's go Mewtwo. Mewtwo. I don't actually know what the chances are of generating a Mewtwo.
Oh wow, we actually got a Mewtwo. Okay, alright, we need to heal. We need to heal and we need an Ampharos. It's a freaking Mewtwo. Master Ball's been thrown. Waiting. I mean, we know it's gonna catch him. Way! Behold my powers. He's going to a box. Well, let's swap out Terrible Mew for our Chad Mewtwo. Let's have a look at him, shall we? Look at this bad boy. It's massive, and we can fly on him. Albeit nowhere near as quick as the other two. We did catch ourselves at a Mewtwo. That was, I mean, the goal was to get a Mew and then clone it. And we did that, and we got a Mewtwo. So, yeah, another task successful. 18 days early. So I guess that means it's the hunt for Arceus. We're going to finish this 100 days with catching the Pokemon God. I might have to try and find a Bidoof as well, because it's kind of God as well. Maybe an Almanite as well. Alright, we're going to go try and find God. I need to go and research how to actually... Oh god, Mewtwo. I actually need to go research how to actually find God and how to capture him. We also need to get another Master Ball, which I can do very quickly. So let's get Mewtwo back in the ball, and let's get to work. In order to get Arceus, we need every single one of the plates on top of finding one of the chalices in the desert. So what we're going to do is... I keep throwing out Pidgeot when I mean to throw out Bisharp. But what we're going to do is we're going to have to keep killing routes until we get every plate. And this could definitely take some time. So if you're looking up in the top right, I think the Pixie Plate's a new one. It is indeed. Look at that. I think there's only this many. So another 3 left to go. I also feel that with Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl being just around the corner, we should try and get ourselves a Giratina. And then maybe if we have time... Well, we're going to focus on getting Arceus at the very last day. So we're going to hand the plates on day 130. So up until then, we can try our best in getting Giratina. In order to summon ourselves a Giratina or a Dialga or Palkia, if we do so choose, we do need to get the 3 Lake Guardians. So I believe the Lake Guardians spawn in ocean biomes. So... we're going to have to fly over one of those ocean biomes and hope that we can get one to spawn. I believe we need all 3 in order to get ourselves a red chain and then combine those 3 rubies to create what we need to get a Giratina or Dialga. We'll have to make a choice. We might actually go for we're definitely going to go for Giratina as the coolest of the 3, isn't he? I can't believe that there's a desert right here. This whole time... I went looking 5,000 blocks in the other direction, and I've just used the biome finder, and there's a desert literally here. Also, in other news, if we take a look in our inventory, you can see we finally got the toxic plate. My camera didn't actually record when I got it, but you can see at the side there, Lucario and Kabutops did in fact reach level 100 through the slaughtering of the Ralts. I mean, I could put in the stone clip just now, but there's no audio because my mic wasn't plugged in. Sorry, not sorry. It took hours. So, I say hours, about 8 hours. Took us like 3 Minecraft days to do it. So, we're going to go find the chalice, mark it on the map, come back on day 130. I mean, hopefully we're going to find a chalice. That's the idea. If we find a chalice, then we've got to work towards getting Giratina, which means the Lake Guardians. But, you know, that could be a failed attempt. Let's go find this cup. Oh, Magmar, show me the way. Point me in the direction, you big boy. Which way you saying? Where are we going? Going this way? That's a savannah, Magmar. You want me to go this way? That way? You want me to head towards this guy? Hey, Magmar, I will do... Magmar! Magmar is a god! I found it! It's just sitting here. Is it supposed to do that? Hey! Look at me. Alright, so now I think we feed it one of each of these. And then we get an azure flute. Am I supposed to do something?
It kind of looks like it's spinning. I don't know if I have to do anything else. I hope this doesn't spawn Arceus because that would suck. Yay! Flute. I got flute. Boom. Plates back in inventory. We did it. Oh god, that took so long. It's day 118 of just walking. Can I take this with me? Oh. Well, we had a nice run, Cup. I'll mark you on the map just in case I get another one.
So guys, in the following couple of days, I managed to spawn and catch Mesprit, Uxie, and Azelf. And I also managed to raise them up to 100% happiness, and I spawned them in at level 60, so there was no issues. I clicked on them with the rubies creating the red chain, which therefore allows us to get Giratina later on. I'll be crafting it in just a second. And yeah, that took us a good few days, but let's get back into it. Hey guys, you may be thinking, day 126. What's happened? So, yeah, I kind of recorded a clip where I went out hunting into the world, showing off, finishing some quests, and the file got corrupted at the end of the video. So, we're still thankfully we didn't reach day 130, but we did miss out a few days there. But I do actually have a plan to spruce up the house before we go and take on the gods of this dimension. We've already killed, you know, the dragon. And technically, 3 withers have been killed by some ralts because we're using their hearts. But yeah, we still need to kill the actual gods of this dimension, which we're going to do. We're going to capture them. But, you know, that's sometimes harder than killing them themselves. When we created this court, we lost our bedroom. And I have an idea. What we're going to do is we are going to use elevators. Something specific to this mod. We also cannot use the dark wood because this is this house. Okay, guys, so you've probably seen a little bit of a time lapse of me doing that, just quickly building it, but let me quickly show you off. We just teleport up into here. We have our big glass box room, not very decorated, to be honest. But at the end of the day, it is more of an observatory than a than a bedroom. I would not want these many windows in my actual bedroom. We also have a bed with some item frames. I'll show you what they're for later on, and our ender chest where we keep all of our goodies. Obviously, not very many goodies going around just now. I did not expect to wake up like this, but I'm pleasantly surprised. Hello. So, time to move downstairs. Let's just back up onto the elevator. Nice. Okay, guys, it is day 127, the morning of. I'm going to go grab myself a bed, and we will head towards the Arceus Shrine. Obviously, you know, we'll get Giratina 128, Arceus 129, party on 130. So, let's head out and see what we can do. Okay, guys, so we are here at the temple. We're about to summon Giratina. So, in order to summon Giratina, you want a red chain and a Greasius orb. I got both of these things in this video. The Greasius orb came from the Ralts rare bosses and the legendary bosses. And the red chain came from getting all 3 late guardians to max happiness using a ruby on them at level 60. Once you use the ruby on them, they will go to the lowest possible happiness and level 40. They will lose levels, therefore you cannot just spam it, and we realistically do not have time to happiness them up and level them up before day 130. So without further ado, follow my steps and let's summon Giratina. Stone temple shrine, and then we place Giratina's orb, and it's happening. It's happening. He's rising out of the ground. This is a lot scarier than I thought it was going to be. And there he is. We're fighting him. We can't really see him. He's level 70. Let's throw out Ampharos, Thunderwave him. He's avoiding the attack. I say we just use the Master Ball right away. We will go and grab ourselves a PC, and we will come back here with our fully caught Giratina. Here is our big boy. He is massive. Can we fly on him? I don't know where his hitbox is. Oh, we can. We can fly on Giratina.
Again, quite a slow boy. Okay, guys. It's 1:40 p.m. on day 129. We had a run back to the base. We checked the PC. We got Giratina out. We had a look at Giratina. We came back. We stopped off at a Pokemon Center. We had a look at all that. We have a move tutor behind us. It's okay. Our final team's already realized. Alice, you don't need to worry. She's come to watch me defeat a god or capture a god, another god at least, other than Big Giratina over there. Oh, oh, jeez. Okay, he's here. I thought it hadn't worked there for a second, but he's here. And there we go. Level 80. The same level as Mewtwo. We are fighting him. Part of me kind of wonders if he could survive a hit. We did forget to get our false swiper. But I think, you know, we just... Obviously, we have to try the quick ball. Just in case. Yeah, okay, yeah. I don't think God's going to be caught by a quick ball. Right. That's a Master Ball sent out. That's one shake. I can't see it anymore. That's two shakes, judging by the dots. Three shakes. And we've caught ourselves God. That's a bit ominous, having the policeman standing behind us. But look at all these people. They came to have a watch. We are now the best. As you can see, I forgot to delete my tag up there. I needed to know how to get back here, and I forgot. Let's just delete that. Our big moment. Shafted by GG. It was a GG before we even knew it. So let's get back to the base. And yeah, day 130 next. And with that, guys, if you look up in the top corner there, day 130. Day 100 of the challenge. We've done it. We finally managed. It's time for the party. So you may remember I said that I had these 4 things on the wall here just a few minutes ago. First of all, we have surrounded our ender chest with some of our most prized possessions. And we are just going to fire our tools into the box. We still have a bed on us and some Pokeballs, but we can get rid of them downstairs. Also, there's no need to have this armor on anymore. I just realized that they have the curse of binding. So I suppose we will have them on. Okay. Oh, no. With a little bit of movie magic, we have we have gotten off our chestplate and leggings. They are, as you can see, still curse of binding. I've just managed to take them off. How? You do not need to know. So with that, oh, I just put it back on. Damn it! More movie magic. And like magic, it is off again. We have our 4 pieces of armor that have carried us through this game. Our bed, all of our prized possessions, our pickaxes, our diamonds. Well, some of the diamonds, a diamond block, some lustrous adamant, Nucleus, just some orbs, all of that. We also have the relics of this world, the diamond block, the dragon head, and the dragon egg. Let's go and have a party with our boys. The team's a little bit big. The team's a little bit. Oh wow! Look at that. They're all looking at me. Apart from Giratina. There we go. Look at all the team. Lucario, Ampharos. You better look at me. But look at us. We've made it all the way here. Everyone's almost level 100. Oh, Giratina fired off the fire charges. And look at that, guys. A full team. So I believe. So we had Ember as our starter, our shiny Ember. We then caught ourselves, I believe, Mareep here, shiny Mareep. We then got our trusty steed, Pidgeot. Our Riolu that we had to spawn because it took hours and we couldn't find one, but our Lucario was loved nonetheless. We then have the demon lord himself. Alright, Ampharos, you just charge in there. We have the demon lord himself, Giratina, and finally God himself, Arceus. They all deserve to be out here, they all deserve to be roaming free. So guys, with that has been 100 days in Pixelmon. I hope you've enjoyed. What's that? There's a book. A great invitation. Interesting. Hello, congratulations on defeating the world of Pixelmon. This is no small feat. However, we require an adventurer of great power in our own dimension. This here is your invitation to the world of Legacy. In our realm, much like your own, a dragon haunts the vast empty end dimension, but the gods have left weapons of great power for those who wish to slay the dragon. Join us, help us. We need you, adventurer. Throw your book into the portal, and it will take you to our world. Do they mean the Nether portal? Signed, Hector. Well, the Nether portal did not work. I have been thinking it might be the end portal he meant, or it could be one of those warp portals. It's kind of tough to say, but this did. Or it's safe to assume that might be the portal. All right, so Hector's mailbox here. Let's have a little look. Well, it's blue down the bottom, so I assume there's water at the bottom. I don't really want to lose 33 levels, but yeah. So I'd imagine that this is the portal Hector's talking about. So if we just, I assume once that hits the bottom, it'll transmute into the portal that we need. But yeah, so I suppose this might be goodbye then. I suppose we'll need to leave these Pokemon here because what it sounds like is Hector might not have Pokemon in his world. So let's say goodbye to our fellow Pokemon. Our fellow Pokemon? Let's say goodbye to our friends. I think they all kind of deserve to be on this page by themselves. Oh, I actually need to keep a Pokemon on me. Let's keep Shiny Sentret on us. Because if I die in this portal, I would not mind losing Shiny Sentret. Let's have a look at him. The shiny that we never used. We didn't even think about. Sorry, Sentret. So, yeah. We're going to head through this portal. Come on, Sentret. As sunset approaches. It's been fun. And with that, guys, I just want to thank you again. This has been the 100 subscriber special for Mr. Jackal. And yeah, here's to wherever this is going to take us, to the world of Legacy, apparently. We might meet Hector, we might not. But yeah, it's been fun. I've really enjoyed it. It's taken quite a while to get to here. The sun's setting. I don't want to drone on too much, but I hope you enjoyed the video. Please leave a like, subscribe, and yeah, let's jump into this hole. Without further ado, guys, goodbye.